you need to understand about your arteries, because heart attacks and strokes don't usually happen suddenly. They build quietly, slowly, over years as plaque accumulates inside your blood vessels. Now, here's the good news. There is one simple food you can add to your oatmeal that directly supports artery health, improves blood flow, and helps prevent plaque buildup, especially while you sleep. And no, it's not a drug, it's not expensive, and it works with your body, not against it. If you're over 75 or approaching that age, there's a silent threat lurking inside your body right now. You can't see it, you can't feel it at first, but every day, your arteries are quietly narrowing, stiffening, and clogging. This isn't paranoia, it's science. Heart disease is the #1 killer worldwide, and most people over 75 are at risk, even if they feel healthy. Plaque builds up over decades, slowly restricting blood flow, starving your organs of oxygen, and silently increasing your risk of heart attack or stroke. Every bite you take can either fuel this silent threat or help fight it. Imagine your arteries as flexible highways for blood. When they're healthy, blood flows freely, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every organ, every cell, keeping your body alive, alert, and full of energy. But as you age, these highways begin to crack. Chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and stiffening of the artery walls create bottlenecks. Cholesterol starts sticking to these damaged areas. Over time, this forms plaques, hard, dangerous deposits that can rupture without warning, triggering life-threatening events. This is the invisible war happening in your body right now. Now, here's the shocking part. Studies show that after age 70, most arteries naturally lose elasticity and blood flow can decrease by up to 40%. 40%. That's almost half the oxygen your heart and brain should be getting. The results? Fatigue, shortness of breath, memory lapses, and increased risk of sudden cardiac events. But what if there was a natural way to support your arteries, to fight this process quietly but powerfully every day? Something so simple, yet so effective, that it could literally become part of your nightly ritual? That's where ground flax seeds come in. These tiny seeds are like nature's surgical team for your arteries. Packed with alpha-linolenic acid, lignans, and soluble fiber, they target the very mechanisms that cause arterial damage. Let's start with inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the hidden enemy that slowly erodes your arteries from the inside out. Every meal high in sugar, refined carbs, or processed fats fuels this fire. Omega-3s, particularly the plant-based ALA found in flax seeds, are potent anti-inflammatories. Research shows they reduce markers of inflammation in the arteries, helping repair damage and keeping your blood vessels smooth and flexible. But inflammation isn't the only problem. Oxidative stress is like rust on the metal of your arteries. LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol, is harmless until it becomes oxidized. When it does, it sticks to the arterial walls like glue, forming plaques that constrict blood flow. Flax seeds are rich in lignans, powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, preventing this oxidative damage. Clinical studies have shown that flaxseed consumption can lower oxidized LDL levels by significant amounts, directly reducing the raw materials that clog arteries. Every tablespoon of ground flaxseed is a shield, a microscopic bodyguard defending your arteries against decades of damage. Then there's fiber, the unsung hero of arterial health. Soluble fiber binds cholesterol in the digestive tract before it even reaches your bloodstream. Imagine sweeping away dangerous deposits before they have a chance to stick. People who consistently consume high-fiber foods have a significantly lower risk of cardiovascular events, according to decades of epidemiological research. Flaxseed is one of the richest sources of this soluble fiber, making it an essential ally for anyone concerned about heart health after 75. And here's a part that most people overlook. Flax seeds don't just protect your arteries, they improve their function. Nitric oxide is a molecule your body produces to relax and widen blood vessels, allowing smooth blood flow. As we age, nitric oxide production drops and arteries stiffen. Studies show that flaxseed consumption enhances endothelial function, the layer inside your arteries responsible for nitric oxide production. In simple terms, your arteries become more flexible, more resilient, better able to handle the stress of daily life. This isn't just theory. Clinical trials have confirmed improved blood flow and lower blood pressure in older adults who regularly consume ground flax seeds. The beauty of flax seeds is that they work quietly and continuously. Unlike medications, which can have side effects or only target one aspect of arterial health, flax seeds attack multiple fronts at once. They reduce inflammation, prevent oxidation, lower cholesterol, and support vessel flexibility. Every spoonful is a strategic strike against arterial aging, a natural intervention that works while you go about your life. Now, let's be clear, you cannot eat flax seeds whole. Whole seeds pass through your digestive system without releasing their nutrients. To harness their full power, they must be freshly ground. 1 to 2 tablespoons a day is sufficient, and they're easy to incorporate into your life. Add them to oatmeal, sprinkle on yogurt, or mix into smoothies. The most important part is consistency. The longer you use them, the more pronounced the benefits. Flax seeds are not a magic overnight fix, but they are a daily investment in the health of your arteries, your heart, and your life, and the timing matters. Your body does most of its repair work during sleep. Inflammation decreases, cell repair ramps up, and cholesterol metabolism works most efficiently. Adding flax seeds to your evening oatmeal or night snack ensures your arteries receive these protective nutrients right when they need them most. This is not hype, it's biology. Your arteries are alive and they respond to what you feed them. Think about this for a moment. Something as simple as a tablespoon of ground flax seeds each day can reduce arterial inflammation, neutralize dangerous cholesterol, and improve blood vessel flexibility. All of this contributes to lower blood pressure, reduced risk of heart attack, and better blood flow to your brain. It's almost poetic, this tiny seed quietly reversing years of arterial damage, helping you maintain independence, energy, and longevity. In a world obsessed with quick fixes, pills, and procedures, it's easy to forget the power of food. Flax seeds are inexpensive, safe, and supported by research. They are not flashy, they do not make headlines, but they work silently, tirelessly for your arteries. And after 75, every silent helper counts. Silent. So if you're watching this and thinking about your health, take a moment. Consider your arteries. Consider your future. One small change, 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds in your oatmeal, can be one of the most important actions you take for your heart, your brain, and your life. Nature designed it this way, science confirms it, and now it's up to you to make it part of your daily ritual. Your arteries are silently deciding your fate with every meal. The question is, are you feeding the clogging process, or are you feeding healing, protection, and life? The choice is in your hands, and sometimes in a simple, tiny seed. If you're over 75 and serious about protecting your arteries, there's one critical detail most people overlook. It's not just what you eat, it's how and when you eat it. You could sprinkle flax seeds on your oatmeal, drink a smoothie with them, or stir them into yogurt and still miss out on almost all their benefits if you get this wrong. And when it comes to artery health, timing and preparation aren't small details, they're everything. Let's start with a shocking fact. Whole flax seeds, the ones that sit in jars looking harmless, are almost useless if you don't prepare them properly. Studies show that our digestive system cannot break through their hard outer shell. They pass through your intestines almost untouched, and all those omega-3s, lignans, and soluble fibers go straight through you without ever touching your bloodstream. That's decades of arterial protection lost, wasted. Think about that for a moment. For years, people have been eating flax seeds the wrong way, thinking they were helping their hearts, when in reality, they were doing almost nothing. The solution is simple. Grind the seeds. A high-quality coffee grinder or a specialized flaxseed grinder works perfectly. Grinding releases the nutrients, unlocking the anti-inflammatory omega-3s, the antioxidant lignans, and the soluble fibers that bind cholesterol. Once ground, these tiny seeds become a powerhouse of arterial protection. 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flaxseed daily is enough to begin repairing damage and supporting blood vessel health. 2 tablespoons are even better, especially for those over 75, but you need to build up gradually if you're not used to fiber. Start slow to avoid bloating, gas, or digestive discomfort, and let your body adapt. Now, timing. Here's where the science gets fascinating. Your body doesn't work on a 24-hour clock for no reason. Every night during deep sleep, your body performs a series of crucial repair functions. Inflammation naturally decreases. Cholesterol metabolism becomes more efficient. Endothelial cells, the cells lining your arteries, undergo repair and regeneration. Blood vessels relax, and nitric oxide production rises. This is the time when arteries are most receptive to healing. Adding ground flax seeds in the evening, ideally in your bedtime oatmeal or yogurt, provides your arteries with the exact nutrients they need during this repair window. It's almost like giving your arteries a nightly power-up. And the preparation matters beyond grinding. Never expose flax seeds to excessive heat for prolonged periods. Cooking at high temperatures can degrade the delicate omega-3 fats, reducing their anti-inflammatory potential. That means if you're making oatmeal, Cook it first, then stir in the ground flax seeds afterward. This small adjustment preserves the active compounds that work directly on your arteries. It's a subtle, almost invisible step, but it can make the difference between partial benefit and full benefit. Consistency is another key piece of the puzzle. 1 tablespoon today, none tomorrow, maybe 2 the next day. This inconsistency diminishes the protective effects. Research consistently shows that cardiovascular benefits are achieved with daily intake over weeks and months. Each spoonful builds on the last, gradually reducing arterial inflammation, lowering oxidized LDL cholesterol, and improving vessel flexibility. It's cumulative, just like compounding interest in a bank account. The longer you stick with it, the more profound the results. Now let's address a misconception that trips up many seniors. More is not always better. While up to 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed is safe for most people over 75, overdoing it can overwhelm your digestive system, causing bloating, cramping, or diarrhea. Your body has a rhythm, and your arteries respond best to steady, measured support rather than sudden extremes. Moderation, consistency, and proper preparation, these 3 principles are what make flax seeds a true arterial ally. Consider this: the tiny act of grinding your flax seeds and adding them after cooking at the right time can drastically increase their bioavailability. That's the fraction of nutrients your body can actually absorb and use. Studies show that ground flaxseed can reduce systolic blood pressure by 10 points in hypertensive adults, improve endothelial function, and lower oxidized LDL cholesterol. These are real measurable impacts on your arteries. Without proper preparation, most of these benefits never reach your bloodstream, and it's not just about the arteries. The nutrients in flax seeds support overall cardiovascular health, reduce systemic inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and even support brain function. But the magic is only unlocked if you respect the process. The timing, the grinding, the proper serving, each detail magnifies the effect. It's almost poetic how such a simple, natural food, when treated correctly, can produce such profound benefits in the human body. Here's another fascinating insight. Evening consumption aligns perfectly with the circadian rhythm of fat metabolism. Studies have shown that omega-3 absorption may be enhanced when consumed with a meal that contains some healthy fat, and at night, your body is primed to process these nutrients efficiently while repair and detoxification processes are at their peak. By timing your flax seeds correctly, you maximize absorption, bioavailability, and ultimately the protective effects on your arteries. It's also crucial to pair flax seeds with hydration. Fiber binds water in your intestines, helping cholesterol get flushed away. If you don't drink enough fluids, this process can slow down. So when you add that tablespoon of ground flaxseed to your evening oatmeal, drink a glass of water alongside it. Small, seemingly trivial habits like this compound over time to support arterial repair, reduce inflammation, and promote healthy blood flow. Let's bring it home with this. Your arteries are constantly making choices for you, silently responding to the food, timing, and preparation you provide. Every meal is a decision, every habit either helping or harming. Ground flax seeds, properly prepared, timed, and consumed consistently, tip the balance in your favor. They reduce inflammation, neutralize oxidative damage, improve nitric oxide production, and support smooth blood flow. These tiny seeds, handled with care, can literally protect your arteries from decades of wear and tear, lowering your risk of heart attack, stroke, and age-related vascular decline. And yet, most people still ignore these details. They buy whole flax seeds, throw them in oatmeal, and hope for the best. They don't grind them, they don't add them after cooking, they don't pay attention to timing or hydration. The result? Missed opportunities, arteries left unprotected, decades of repair work squandered. But you don't have to be like them. You can choose to do it right. You can choose to respect the process and give your arteries the nightly care they deserve. 1 tablespoon, freshly ground, stirred into your evening oatmeal with a glass of water consistently every day. This is a simple habit with monumental impact. It's the quiet, invisible ritual that protects your arteries while you sleep, that reduces inflammation, that combats oxidative damage, that supports vessel flexibility. It doesn't take extreme measures. It doesn't require surgery. It doesn't demand expensive supplements. It's nature, science, and timing combined into one tiny, powerful habit. So tonight, as you prepare your oatmeal, remember this. It's not just about eating flax seeds. It's about how you prepare them, when you eat them, and how consistently you do it. These details determine whether your arteries are supported or left to fend for themselves. Respect the process, follow the rhythm, and give your arteries the protection they need. One small seed, handled with precision, can make the difference between healthy, flexible arteries and years of silent damage. Your arteries are quietly deciding your fate every day. But with the right timing, the right preparation, and the right habit, you can guide them toward healing, resilience, and longevity. Flax seeds are not a magic cure, but when respected, they are a powerful tool, one that supports your heart, your brain, and your life after 75 in ways modern medicine can rarely replicate. The choice is yours. Treat them correctly, and they will quietly defend you every night. Ignore the timing and preparation, and the benefits slip away. Invisible but real. Science has spoken, nature has provided, the next step is yours. If you're over 75 and serious about protecting your arteries, there's one truth you cannot ignore. Flax seeds alone are not enough. You could grind them perfectly, add them to your oatmeal at night, and drink plenty of water. But if your diet is still fueling inflammation, you are undermining every benefit they provide. The reality is harsh, but it's backed by decades of research. Arteries respond not just to isolated foods, but to the cumulative effect of everything you eat. Every bite either feeds plaque formation or fights it. Every choice compounds over time. The biggest culprits are sugar and processed carbohydrates. They are disguised everywhere, in cereals, breads, sauces, even seemingly healthy packaged foods. When you eat sugar, your blood glucose spikes, triggering insulin release. Insulin is necessary for energy, yes, but chronically high levels of insulin drive inflammation, accelerate arterial damage, and increase the likelihood of cholesterol oxidation. Studies have shown that even moderate sugar intake can increase markers of arterial stiffness, particularly in older adults. In other words, sugar is like throwing gasoline on a fire inside your blood vessels while trying to pour water on it with flax seeds. Processed carbs are equally dangerous. White bread, pastries, pasta, instant rice, these foods break down rapidly into glucose, spiking blood sugar and inflaming your arteries. They also lower your body's ability to use nitric oxide effectively, which is critical for flexible, healthy blood vessels. Even a small daily habit of eating processed carbs can cancel out the anti-inflammatory, cholesterol-lowering, and vessel-supporting benefits of flax seeds. The science is clear. Your arteries don't care about intentions, only results. If you feed them inflammatory foods, the walls stiffen, plaque accumulates, and risk skyrockets. This is why the overall diet is critical. Flax seeds are a tool, a weapon, a powerful ally, but they are not a shield against poor nutrition. The people who truly benefit from them are those who couple them with a low-sugar, anti-inflammatory eating pattern. That means eating real whole foods, vegetables, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, moderate protein from fish, eggs, or lean meats, and healthy fats like olive oil or avocado. These foods work synergistically with flax seeds, amplifying their effect. Research shows that a diet rich in anti-inflammatory foods reduces arterial inflammation, lowers oxidized LDL cholesterol, and improves endothelial function, the very processes flax seeds support. Together, the combination is far stronger than either alone. Consider this. When you eat a bowl of oatmeal with ground flax seeds but drown it in sugar or honey, you are simultaneously feeding inflammation and attempting to reduce it. It's a paradox your body cannot reconcile. Inflammatory foods literally overpower the benefits of flaxseed nutrients. Every oxidative molecule, every spike in blood sugar is a tiny strike against your arteries. Over months and years, these choices accumulate, quietly undermining heart and brain health. Even more concerning, sugar and processed carbs contribute to another hidden killer: insulin resistance. This condition accelerates arterial aging, stiffens vessels, and increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. Studies reveal that seniors with insulin resistance have significantly higher rates of arterial plaque buildup. Flax seeds, as powerful as they are, cannot fully reverse this process if the underlying diet continues to provoke insulin spikes. You can grind them, measure them, and consume them religiously, but if the rest of your diet is fueling insulin resistance, the arteries are still at risk. The solution is simple, but it requires discipline. Treat flax seeds as a part of a broader lifestyle strategy. Every meal should aim to minimize sugar and refined carbohydrates. Choose whole, fibrous foods instead. Vegetables, especially cruciferous ones like broccoli, kale, and cabbage, are rich in antioxidants that neutralize free radicals in the arteries. Berries provide polyphenols that work synergistically with flaxseed lignans to prevent LDL oxidation. Nuts and seeds offer healthy fats that improve cholesterol profiles and support arterial flexibility. Olive oil, fatty fish, and avocados provide omega-3s and monounsaturated fats that complement flaxseed ALA. Every bite matters. Your arteries are literally listening to what you feed them. Now here's a powerful fact. When seniors combine flax seeds with an anti-inflammatory diet, studies show measurable improvements in blood pressure, arterial flexibility, and cholesterol balance within just 12 weeks. Endothelial function improves, nitric oxide production increases, and markers of inflammation drop significantly. These are not small changes. They are profound, life-saving shifts that protect the heart, brain, and kidneys from damage. But these results are only achieved when flax seeds are part of an overall low-sugar anti-inflammatory pattern. Alone, they offer benefits, but their full potential is unlocked only in the right nutritional environment. Let's make this real. Imagine two people, both over 75. One eats a tablespoon of ground flaxseed each night but continues to have sugary breakfasts, refined pasta, and processed snacks. The other eats the same flaxseed but follows a low-sugar, anti-inflammatory diet with vegetables, nuts, healthy fats, and lean proteins. The difference? Years of arterial aging versus slowed, supported vascular repair. The first person is fighting an uphill battle. The second is giving their arteries a fighting chance. Science and clinical research side with the second approach, showing that diet patterns, not isolated foods, determine long-term arterial health. Even timing within meals matters. Pairing flax seeds with fiber-rich, low-glycemic foods slows digestion, blunts blood sugar spikes, and reduces inflammation. A bedtime bowl of oatmeal with ground flax seeds, cinnamon, and berries provides steady energy without the sugar crash. Cinnamon itself is anti-inflammatory and supports blood sugar regulation. Berries add polyphenols. The combination creates a nutrient synergy that maximizes arterial repair overnight during the body's natural healing phase. It's not just a meal, it's a therapeutic ritual for your arteries. Hydration also plays a subtle but vital role. Flaxseed fiber binds water and cholesterol in the gut, helping eliminate it safely. Without adequate fluids, this process slows, and cholesterol may remain in the bloodstream longer than necessary. Drinking water alongside your flaxseed-enhanced meals supports digestion, detoxification, and ultimately arterial health. It's a simple, almost invisible habit, but one that compounds over time, amplifying the protective effects of both flax seeds and a low-sugar diet. Now consider the emotional aspect. Many seniors feel powerless as they age, watching health concerns mount. The heart, the arteries, the brain, they all seem out of reach. But here's the truth. Your choices matter more than you realize. Every meal, every bite, every tablespoon of flaxseed, every decision to avoid sugar and processed carbs is a vote for arterial health. You are not powerless. You are participating in a daily ritual that, over weeks and months, can slow arterial aging, reduce inflammation, and preserve your independence and vitality. And here's the final truth. The synergy between flax seeds and an anti-inflammatory diet is not optional. One without the other is like trying to repair a wall with only half the bricks. You need both. Ground flax seeds provide the raw materials, but your dietary choices determine whether those materials are effectively used. Avoid sugar, avoid refined carbs, embrace vegetables, healthy fats, nuts, seeds, and lean proteins. Respect timing, preparation, and consistency. When you do, your arteries respond, repair, and thrive. Your arteries are making a daily choice too. They respond to the inflammation, oxidative stress, and nutrient support you provide. You have the power to guide them. Ground flax seeds are potent. A low-sugar anti-inflammatory diet is powerful. Together, they become unstoppable allies, protecting your heart, brain, and life after 75. Every day you choose wisely, every meal you make conscious, your arteries thank you, silently but profoundly, and your chances of living a long, healthy, independent life increase dramatically. The choice is in your hands. Feed your arteries sugar, processed carbs, and inflammation, and watch plaque build silently. Or feed them nutrient-rich, anti-inflammatory foods paired with the power of ground flax seeds and give them the chance to heal, repair, and thrive. Science has spoken, nature has provided, the rest is your decision and your daily